It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers coming up next.
The kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Bridgewater. They'll find Everett there, complete. And some space here. And running with power here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now a dump off here, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Looking for more now on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for KC.
For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. McCole Hardman from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Room here to run. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Thornton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the first down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Past the 20. 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10.
Harrison Butker, the kickoff, 14-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tap it, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, on 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
Let's go. Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
See, that's an explosive play. A really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Thornton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Come on, boy.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for KC. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Chargers offense back onto the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 49 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Taken in at the 3. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start in really terrible field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On the give, this is Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, it was one of nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
is now third.
My point.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Mahomes. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job. You're knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
We got one big call left. Here we go.
Bridgewater to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come down the field and put some points on the board. But job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Here's Mahomes.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Bridgewater. This is caught by Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stand your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one's over.